Now, let's talk about the executive vis-a-vis the legislature. And this borrows heavily on what was happening yesterday while drama unfolded in Parliament Tuesday morning after Health Cabinet Secretary Aden Duale traded accusations with members of the National Assembly's Health Committee over the state of affairs at the Social Health Authority. While members took issue with lack of transparency and errors in payments, system failures and biased patient referrals, Duale accused them of insincerity. Now, as Abdiaziz Hashim reports, Duale and Kitutu Chache, a Member of Parliament Anthony Kibagendi, may end up in court over Kitutu Chache MP Anthony Kibagendi accusing the CS and SHA officials of fraud. This is after the CS accused the MP of hitting back and SHA over the closure of his two facilities during the crackdown on fraudulent SHA claims. Let's take a look.
Let it be as we are sitting here, nobody can intimidate me.
Minister, proceed.
Nobody can intimidate me. Whether you are a first timer or a second timer or a third timer. I am a ranking member, emeritus. My kids are not. My kids are not.
And we will not. You are a hostile witness.
My kids.
We will not allow you to continue intimidating this committee.
It was a stormy exchange at the National Assembly's Departmental Committee on Health that lasted for more than 5 minutes.
I will not allow you to extort and blackmail the Minister of Health.
Who is extorting you?
You are extorting the Minister of Health.
Who is extorting you?
Health Cabinet Secretary Aden Duale and Kitutu Chache South Member of Parliament Anthony Kibagendi traded insults and accusation over the running of the Social Health Authority SHA.
You are bitter.
We will not allow you.
You are bitter, but we will close your hospitals.
I don't own a hospital anywhere.
You are bitter.
That is the strategy we are trying to use to silence us.
You close the hospital. We will close the hospitals.
Close them.
Nobody can bully me, particularly when you are conflicted, when you have facilities.
Point of order,
and some of the
Chair.
members of this committee have facilities.
Point of
if
order,
you want me to name them, I will name them and I'll give it to you.
Point of
and
order,
they should not be
Chair.
this committee.
To demonstrate to me which hospitals I own. He can bring out the CR12. He can even take photos of those particular hospitals and show Kenyans.
In the heat of the moment, the CS resorted to accusing Kibagendi of operating 2 health facilities that were closed by the ministry in the soup on fraudulent SHA claims.
And we'll write to the Speaker.
You write to the...
We will write to the Speaker.
Produce evidence that I own
facilities.
You are the one who sit in this
committee.
ministry.
But even after Kibagendi was thrown out of the committee session, another war of words ensued between the CS and Nandi woman representative Cynthia Chepkosgei.
It's my business as a public servant.
Point of order.
And the member for Chair, the member for Nandi cannot intimidate me. I'm not the type.
Honorable Chair, he needs to make a decision whether he wants to come back to this house or serve this nation as an executive member. It is a choice he needs to make.
I can go back to Waziri Township and win. I want to tell the member for Nandi,
you are going out of order.
I can win and
it
come
is
back
me
here.
who is making decisions.
Proceed.
The CS was at pains to explain erroneous payments, lack of transparency in payments, system failures as much as 4 times in a month, weak communication, biased patient referrals, inadequate training leading to inefficiency in claims approvals, and marginalization of teenage mothers under SHA.
The condescending attitude of the CS toward this committee is properly noted.
We fed a lot of people in facilities who are actually not quite sure how the system works.
We can't continue hiding on chapter what and at what because Kenyans are dying.
From these observations, it means there is a problem. Things are not working well.
The committee chair, Dr. James Nyikal, took issue with the erroneous payment of 16 million shillings to a facility in Nyeri County that was meant for the county referral hospital.
I mean, for me to be the Minister for Health is not life and death.
There is a high rate of claims rejection, even in cases where health facilities had provided adequate supporting.
The MPs blamed unskilled SHA officials for the frequent system failures that bogged down service delivery.
I'm not scared. Even I know the rules and the procedure of an impeachment. I want to be impeached because I participated in 8 impeachments.
Well, now that continues to elicit a lot of debate, not just within government levels, but also within the private sector, as well as among Kenyans. We're counting over 2.5 years since we adopted this particular new format. There's still teething issues. Government on one hand saying that Kenyans need to exercise patience. Remember, Kenya has been moving towards universal health coverage, but now under the SHA, the new dispensation is that other than misinformation around the issues of SHA, we also have reports, that are verified that patients actually are not getting the requisite services that they require under this new authority. Kenya transited from NHIF. Now we are under the Social Health Authority, that is SHA. Then under SHA we have SHIF and such, and things are not working there. So what do you think? Is it a blame game between the executive and the legislators? Because other than what we have just seen, what happened yesterday, that particular health committee, we've had a series of cabinet secretaries as well as executive members of government failing to appear, when they're summoned, either by the legislature and such. Is it a dissent when it comes to matters of governance and the rule of law? Give us your take. Get us on X at KBC Channel 1. Now, we are currently counting over 20 days when it comes to the strike. Now, the University Academic Staff Union, WASU, has condemned the Ministry of Education's directive to form a technical team to determine the exact amount of money owed to the striking lecturers under the 2017-2021 collective bargaining agreement. WASU officials maintain that the amount in contention is 7.9 billion, which they asserted the government must own up and pay. They have said that without these terms being met, the strike has clocked a month, remains on.
These are things that we have done, including yesterday, to confirm and affirm the court judgment that the figure comes to a total of 7.9 billion. When you are implementing a CBA, and this is what the vice chancellors and the government must know, particularly the SRC, the advisors. There is what we call placement. Where are you placing me in my grade, in my job grade? Are you placing me in my rightful notch or not? You can place me in my rightful notch diagonally, but have you paid me what you have owed you from the day this ought to have been paid? The strike is on.
There are two components in a CBA. CBA increment and automatic annual increment. You can take the judgment of 15th January 2021. The court explained those two components. The horizontal movement is the CBA movement. The vertical, that distinguishes the long-serving employees from the one that has just entered, that is the automatic annual increment.
And in not too long, we have a panel this morning to discuss the fate, of students who are undertaking their studies in the universities. We have a panel here this morning that is going to be discussing that particular issue. The impasse between lecturers and the government. What is the way forward when it comes to university education? You can be part of that. Get us on X at KBC Channel 1. Now, hundreds of Kenyans stand up for the second day of the Kenya Defence Forces countrywide recruitment exercise as military seeks to recruit 10,000 youth by Sunday. That is October the 26th of 2025. The military is targeting to recruit general service officers, cadets, specialist officers, general duty recruits, tradesmen and women, as well as Defence Forces constables.
In Mandera County, a notably low turnout of females was witnessed at the Kenya Defence Forces recruitment centres in the region. Lieutenant Colonel David Okonde, however, praised the youth for attendance and maintaining discipline throughout the process.
We had around 103 as a turnout, and through the process, we have taken them through the process, and we have eliminated several of them. Majority of them had issues with the documentation, where the names were not matching in both the ID.
In Nyahururu, Nyandarua County, at least 300 youth participated in the KDF recruitment exercise held at the Nyahururu Stadium. The officer in charge, Lieutenant Colonel David Awonda, said the turnout reflects the public's trust and enthusiasm for serving the nation through the KDF.
We are actually very, very much alive to gender equality. We give opportunity to both ladies and men.
Meanwhile, in Homa Bay County, Lieutenant Colonel Austin Kirwa issued a stern warning against any acts of bribery during the ongoing KDF recruitment exercise.
You must pass the basic requirement, which includes the age between 18 and 26. The height is prescribed, the height for the male and for the female, same also as for the weight.
The deadline is the 26th of October this year. Now, to the corridors of justice, a middle-aged man accused of killing a General Service Unit officer near State House, Nairobi, will be detained for 14 days. This is after the Kibera Principal Magistrate, Christine Jage, was informed that the suspect, Kithuka Kimunyi Musimi, shot Ramathan Maimba using a bow and arrow as he was on duty along the Dennis Preet Road on Monday, the 13th of October. Allowing the application, the court further ordered that the suspect be escorted to the Mbagathi Hospital for medical examination.
The Kibera local Tozoncho informed of how Kithuka Kimunyi, accused of killing a GSC officer near State House, Nairobi, traveled from Makueni County to Nairobi on Sunday night before carrying out the photo shoot on Monday morning.
Mnamo tarehe 2 saa za asubuhi kama saa 2:30.
Detectives sought more time to record witness statements, analyze CCTV footage, and conduct medical and mental assessments of the killer.
Rusha mchale mbili, moja iwe haijapata maafisa wale wako. Kwa bahati mbaya, mchale wa pili iliweza kupata afisa moja kwa majina Ramadan.
Musimi was arrested and detained at Kilimani police station, allegedly shot the GSC officer using a bow and arrow hidden in a green sack as he manned a security barrier along Dennis Preet Road near State House Gate D.
Tukaweza kufungiwa Yohana na mashtaka ya mauaji. Ndipo tukalete mbele ya koti mahakama. Tuweze tuombe masiku 21 ili kumaliza na uchunguzi yote.
Trial Magistrate Christine Jage allowed police to detain him for 14 days and directed that he be escorted to Mbagathi Hospital for assessment.
Ukiwa huko kwa hiyo police station, kama uko na wakili anaweza kuja kuone hapo, ama pia familia yako inaweza kuja kuone hapo. Utatajwa tarehe 28 mbele ya court nambari 10.
Ruth Wamboi for Good Morning Kenya.
Some of the reports that we have received indicate that the accused, that is Musimi, and the deceased there were at one point colleagues at State House. As this continues to unfold, we'll be keeping tabs on that, especially to ascertain the motive on an action that has left a majority of Kenyans bewildered. To the counties now. Education experts have urged the youth to join technical and vocational education and training institutions to equip themselves with skills that they can use for self-employment both in the local and global markets. According to experts, strengthening TVET programs remains critical to addressing Kenya's youth unemployment challenge and ensuring the country has a workforce ready for an evolving job market.
Speaking after Kabete National Polytechnic emerged in second position among the best performing technical and vocational education and training institutions, the institute's principal, Dr. Patrick Mushemi, called on other institutions to continue empowering youth with skills and help reduce unemployment in the country.
Qualification of other institutions, I think that is our responsibility, that is our mandate, so that we do it well, and we do it well for Kenya, and making sure that we are really satisfying the need that are there in our economy. In the skills that we are producing, they are the acceptable skills outside there in the economy, both Kenya and globally.
Meanwhile, girls from pastoral communities in West Pokot County are being urged to remain vigilant during the upcoming long holidays to avoid falling victims to female genital mutilation and forced marriages.
Bring the mentors here, showing the young women here in West Pokot that you can make it, that you have the chance, you have the opportunity through this program and also through your mentor.
And two-time world 800 meters champion Billy Komitai Conchela has been appointed as the member of the National Heroes Council for the next 3 years.
I think the most important thing that we shall be able to have here is that I can be able to contribute is to make sure that those heroes, athletic heroes, because a lot of them have not been recognized, and they have done tremendous things.
Elsewhere, residents of Nyatike, Migori County now have access to clean and safe drinking water after years of struggling with severe water shortages. The drought-prone region has benefited from a World Bank-funded borehole drilling initiative under the Financing Locally Led Climate Action Program, FLLOCA.
Kama maji hii bado hajakuja na chota maji kwa mtoni juu chini kabisa. Tena ni mbali. Tena hiyo maji hiyo sio mzuri.
Zamani tulikuwa na chota maji kwa mto hapa inaitwa Ngoche. Hapo hiyo mwito umbwa, ng'ombe, kila kitu. Lakini saa hii tumeacha hiyo nini? Tunachota tu maji hapa.
Finally, following rapid technological changes and shifting life dynamics, a section of senior citizens has called on institutions of higher learning to consider offering short courses tailored to their needs, saying such programs would help them navigate modern challenges and enhance their quality of life.
This institute hopes to take care of aging issues, health, care, legal issues, and all other issues that challenge isolation, inheritance, all those issues that challenge the old people in this country and the world over are the issues that we want to address.
That effectively takes us to Siaya County, where the county is looking to forge collaborations to train micro, small and medium enterprises in best business practices. Siaya County Executive Committee Member for Cooperatives, Enterprise and Industrialization, Grace Agola, says the Siaya International Trade Investment Conference, CITICO, is a platform to broker such partnerships to stimulate the county's economic takeoff and empower small businesses. That Siaya County is showcasing its business potential in blue economy, energy and industrial sectors to transform its economic fortunes.
This is not just an investment conference. It is an investment goal that we have, that we are looking into the Nyalore government to ensure at the end of the day, people are producing, aggregation centers are active, and manufacturing companies are employing our people.
Siaya stands tall in terms of space and opportunities because it has not been exploited. You would not get the much opportunities that you have in Siaya if you wanted the same opportunities in Kisumu, for example.
Our team is down in Siaya for the investment conference there, and Alan Oko will be keeping tabs on what comes out of it. Now, Kenya is in talks with a number of nuclear power equipment providers drawn from 5 countries as the country accelerates plans to build its first generating plant. Energy Principal Secretary Alex Wishura says the government is in the final stages of selecting possible sites to host the nuclear plants that will inform details to be forwarded to the International Atomic Energy Agency. Wishura made the remarks in Kitui, where the government is stepping up last-minute mile electricity connection programs.
Commenced it with the International Atomic Energy Agency, and we do have international partners who are helping us in terms of nuclear power development. We have signed several MOUs from Korea to US to China to France, so we have several partners that we are working with.
As a matter of fact, the government has committed roughly 2.3 billion in this county alone, and therefore we have many projects that are lined up. And we have a time frame between now and the end of this financial year.
Saidia usiku, maana sasa hatuongopi, unahakisha security, hatuongopi giza. Pia kuna msaada mwingine kwa watoto wetu pale shule. Watoto wanasoma bila stress. Sasa hatuna shida.
I graduated from JKUAT 2023. It's when I graduated. So I've spent 2 years in Nairobi, just residing in Nairobi. Nothing much. I'm just residing in Nairobi because I can access power easily. But with power here, I'm okay and I can invest in other things because here it's cheap, it's economical.
Just to remind you that you're going to be keeping tabs on what is happening in Kitui, where our colleagues are on standby and just keeping tabs on what is happening there. Last-minute preparations ahead of the Mashujaa Day celebrations that are going to be taking place in Kitui there, with a theme just around sustainable energy there. We are also going to be keeping tabs on what is going to be happening later in the day as far as matters business is concerned. Being the 14th of the month, we expect to have an energy review that is going to inform retail price of petroleum products, including fuel. Being the 14th, we're expecting that particular report. Also, it happens to be the second day of the CIA Trade and Investment Conference there, where Alan is keeping tabs on that particular circle. We also have the president is going to be on a tour of his Ukambani, or rather, he's going to be on the Ukambani development tour there. He's been doing several tours in the year, and now it's Ukambani. We'd want to see what is going to be coming out of that particular tour there. You see, President kicks off his Ukambani tour today. We're going to be keeping tabs on that, just looking at how to build capacity within Kitui. Remember, Kitui is going to be hosting this year's Mashujaa celebrations there. And we are marking the Energy Week. It continues down there in Kitui County. That is ahead of the Mashujaa Day. We have our team of business as well as general news reporters there.